Hello, I'm Janelle Mulligan. This is the last of 3 videos about apologies. We spoke about words to use other than I'm sorry in the first video. Second video we talked about things you should and shouldn't apologize for. And when you realize you should apologize and those things that you should apologize for, such as you overstepped, you've hurt another person mentally, emotionally, explain what happened in facts, not assumptions, not accusations, but facts as you know them. Explain why you want to apologize. And because so-and-so told me to is not the right answer. Share your understanding of the harm that your words or your actions caused to the person you're apologizing to. Take responsibility for your part in the situation. Commit to change that behavior or work to change it in the future. Now you're going to have to ask and hope for acceptance, but recognize that that person may not be able or ready to accept your apology, and that's okay. Second part of that will be asking and hoping for forgiveness. They may be able to accept your apology, but they may not be able to forgive you. You need to be prepared for the non-acceptance or possible rejection of your apology. What does a good apology look like? Let's use the example. You're dating somebody and at the last minute, they call and cancel your plans. Your reaction was to scream and yell at them, cursing at them and just hanging up. Not the best reaction. How could you apologize for that reaction? You could say, when you called to cancel our plans at the last minute, I was really hurt and disappointed. I felt abandoned by you. I want to apologize for my behavior because it is unkind to scream and curse. That was disrespectful and immature of me to react in that manner. I promise to work on taking a moment to breathe and step away from the situation in the future. I hope you understand and forgive me, but I do understand if you're not ready. I would love for us to talk about this. You have now taken the time to craft that well-worded apology. It's from the heart, it's planned, and now you have to figure out how you're going to deliver it. Here are some strategies to consider when you put that apology in motion. Make sure you're not using the apology to justify your actions. Put time and thought into that apology and phrase it carefully, as we talked about. Do not, and I repeat, do not use the apology to manipulate the other person and to end the discussion. Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean the apology isn't required. And if it is uncomfortable, all the more awareness that it is. If you feel remorse and regret, express that to the other person in your apology, and do not judge their reaction. They are allowed to feel how they feel, and they may need time to process what you've told them. So take the time and figure out the best way to deliver this apology, depending on the situation. It may be face-to-face, maybe email, a handwritten letter, or with somebody like a witness or even a group. You'll have to decide based on the situation. And then hope for the best. Hope that they will be in a place that they will be able to accept your apology, forgive you, and reconcile. Now you may be saying, wait, aren't some of those points contradicting each other? One says to use facts to explain what happened, but the next it says don't use the apology to justify your actions. And that is not a contradiction, and here's why. The facts do not take away from your responsibility in the situation and the damage caused. Justifying your actions diminishes your fault and the harm caused to the other person. What does justifying your actions an apology look like? We use the earlier situation. You say, I apologize for screaming at you, but you shouldn't have backed out at the last minute. When you hear the words but or however, they are huge flags that you are using the apology to justify your actions. Their wrongdoing does not justify your wrongdoing. So in the original apology we recommended, all you stated was when you called and canceled our date. Those are the facts of the situation. And as you're preparing and creating a strategy for this apology and recognizing they may not be able to give you forgiveness, you have to be prepared not to judge their reaction to your apology. They may react negatively for many reasons. Putting yourself out there and admitting you did something wrong, it can feel shameful, it can feel vulnerable, and it can be embarrassing to have to put yourself out there like that and be honest with what happened and what your part of it is. But if the other person responds poorly, denies your apology, is still mad at you, uses it against you, try to understand that is their choice to both accept your apology and to forgive you. You can't control their feelings or their reactions. You can only control how you react to them. I know you will find and see a difference in your relationships if you start implementing some of these elements and strategies for an apology. If you'd like to learn more and have support in building an apology and implementing and strategies to implement that apology, schedule a 30-minute initial consultation by clicking the link below. Thank you. Have a great day.